Make your point on the News Hour. Join Arnab every night on the News Hour with your question. Ask your question and join the debate.
Exclusive details of the INB Ministry's crackdown on Zakir Naik. Remember, sources telling your channel that the INB Ministry will be issuing an advisory now to cancel the license of the TV channels who are broadcasting Zakir Naik's speeches. Aishwarya with us for more details. Aishwarya, this is significant perhaps. The government perhaps now realizing that there is a bit of danger here. But does this mean that prima facie the government believes that there is a bit of evidence against Zakir Naik?
Well, absolutely, because if government needs to act deeply, it needs to act against evidence, and this shows that there has been prima facie evidence has been found in this regard, and that's why we are being told that a government is going to issue an advisory soon enough. We are being told that within today's working hours, an advisory will be issued by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to all district monitoring committees of India, according to the Cable and TV Act, against not only Peace TV, but all of those television channels who are showing not only speech of Zakir Naik, of any individual, which can result in inciting violence. So this is very clear. This is not specific for Zakir Naik, but for all of those who intend to preach terror and to incite violence is something which will not be accepted by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. And now this will be sent to all the monitoring, that is at district level. So the government is going to monitor it at the minutest possible level, because when you're monitoring it at district level, that means that they are not even allowing the local cable operators to play either a private CD or any broadcast of this level at all. So the government is going to crack the whip on each and every level, making it very clear that this cannot go on, whether it is Zakir Naik or any other individual.
Okay, but Aishwarya, is this then just perhaps a prelude to the kind of action also we might see against the man himself, that is Zakir Naik? What about that? What are you getting to hear on that front?
Well, what we are being told for that, an inquiry has already been launched, not only at the state level, but also by the central MHA. We've heard earlier MOS or Home, but today Home Minister of the country, Rajnath Singh himself, stated that an evaluation is going on. So all his tapes are being scrutinized as we talk. So the scrutiny is in place. Government needs to find the evidence, and as soon as they find that, action will be taken not only against Zakir Naik but against
other people. Aishwarya, please hold that phone line. We also have GVL Narasimha of the BJP with us. Now, GVL, are you confirming this big move that the INB Ministry is all set to roll out an advisory to channels, to cable networks, to stop any telecast of speeches of Zakir Naik?
I haven't heard the official information yet, but this is something that was naturally to happen. I think this Peace channel, that any cable carrying the Peace channel certainly would be doing so in violation of the prevailing Cable Act. So certainly, I think in the wake of Bangladesh attack, and also the confirmation of some terrorists that they were inspired by the speeches made by Zakir Naik, I think action is bound to happen on all the fronts, and government will certainly not let go anyone indulging in acts promoting or propagating terror in the name of religion.
Okay. But GVL, what specifically about the man himself? What about Zakir Naik? Is the Indian government all set to ban him?
I think, you see, actions are to be taken. They will be done in accordance with the prevailing laws of the land, and the organization that he has been spearheading, and the channel which he had been on which he has been airing these speeches. I think certainly they would come under the purview of law, and transgressions in terms of any act would certainly be dealt with accordingly. I think once you ensure that broadcasts are not made, I think he would himself be. I think this would be a veritable ban. Whether you have a separate ban by himself or you ban all his speeches, I think it amounts to the same thing.
But GVL, there would be people actually asking you then, particularly the opposition, that this is a government which actually wants to, have strict laws when it comes to sedition. But what about the content of what this man says, Zakir Naik? Is that also not amounting to sedition? So why should there not be cases? Why there should not be action against Zakir Naik, just, himself, not just his speeches?
what I am saying is that you cannot prejudge action. A restraining action can be taken with regard to his involvement in these activities. It will have to be done in accordance with the laws of the land, and the ultimate objective is to ensure that this attempts at poisoning the minds of young Muslims and radicalizing them cannot go on, and these activities have to be stopped completely, and any transgressions that he is indulged in have to be acted against. That is what the government is currently engaged in doing.